Subway, home of the famous $5 footlong sandwiches, and even Jared, the Subway guy, has become one of the largest franchise systems by number of units. If you're thinking about starting a Subway franchise, how much money can you expect to make? Well, today we're going to take a look at that, as well as the initial investment needed to open a Subway. Like many other franchise concepts, Subway can trace its roots to a young, inexperienced operator. Back in 1965, Frank DeLuca was 17 at the time and borrowed $1,000 from a family friend, Peter Buck. They later opened the first Pete's Super Submarines store. The company later went on to change its name to Subway, and after opening 16 company-owned locations by 1974, Subway opened its first franchise location. By the end of 2017, there were 25,908 franchised outlets. To put that into perspective, that's about 12,000 more stores than McDonald's. So what does it take to get started with a Subway franchise? Well, according to Subway, a new franchisee must have a net worth of $80,000, and $30,000 of that must be in liquid assets like cash or marketable securities. And according to the franchise disclosure document, the initial investment for a Subway is anywhere between $150,000 and $328,000. This includes the upfront franchise fee of $15,000. As you may or may not realize, this is pretty low for a food franchise. After you've made your upfront investment, you can expect to pay other ongoing fees, which include royalties and advertising costs. Like most franchises, these are the major ongoing costs associated with being a franchisee that are paid back to Subway. At an 8% royalty and 4.5% advertising fee, Subway has one of the higher royalty streams in food franchises. So now we come to the most important question. How much money does a Subway franchisee make? And what should you expect from your initial $150,000 investment? Well, Subway has one of the lowest franchise investment costs to build a new store, but it also has some of the lowest average volumes. The average Subway restaurant collects about $450,000 in sales per location. On those sales, EBITDA is likely to be really low, in the 10% or less range, so a franchisee can expect to make about $45,000 in profits per location. On an absolute basis, this is pretty low. So you'll need to look at and see if this is the right investment for you. Thanks for watching, and make sure to subscribe if you're interested in seeing more franchise reviews. Also, please feel free to visit us at thegrubwire.com.